begins many of his letters by giving praise to Jesus Christ and then greeting the people whom he is addressing. In this particular case, he's addressing Timothy. And Paul says how grateful he is to have discovered the mercy and love of Christ. But also, Paul admits that he persecuted the early Christian community. In fact, as we well know, he stood by while Stephen was being stoned and basically encouraged the people to stone Stephen. But because of grace and forgiveness by God, he was redeemed. And he went on to become one of the great apostles of the church, the apostle to the Gentile community. Paul was a sinner who persecuted people, but he admitted the fact that he persecuted people. He sought forgiveness when it was offered and moved on to do great things. I think, unfortunately, we live in a society where we don't forgive and we don't forget. Somebody did something maybe stupid 30 years ago when they were young and naive or whatever, and sometimes we could have done something last week even though we are old. But it all of a sudden comes up. The person has changed their lives. They've sought reconciliation, but their lives are ruined because of something they did. If we don't forgive, how can we call ourselves true followers of Christ? Christ saw what Paul had done, and yet he forgave him, and Paul changed his ways. As I said, went on to great things. When a person leaves jail after having served time, do we let them get a job, or do we continue to treat them like a criminal? We don't forgive. We must, if we are going to forgive, be like the gospel, remove the wooden beam from our eyes so that we can see clearly and know that the Lord forgives. Why shouldn't we?
Thank you for joining us for the celebration of the Mass today. It's a blessing that you are with us. Every broadcast of this liturgy goes out to hundreds of people and hundreds of people all over the world. It's been an enormous blessing. If you'd like to support this virtual ministry of OLPH, please go to our website. You can support this ministry by going to Give Central so that we can continue to broadcast the liturgy each and every week. Thank you for your support. Most of all, thank you for joining us today. God bless you. Greetings from OLPH.